Hello everyone, back again. I was just in the internet and I needed to come out so I could start the stream. So I'm going to be just sending this link around and then away we go. Where is it? Share link, copy. Link has been copied and now I can just paste this around. So I'll just do that in like the internet and places. And then we can get going. And hopefully, yeah, there we go. It's saying the right one now because before it was saying like the wrong name. It was Dork's YouTube. No, not Dork's YouTube, Dork's channel. Okay, and then I'll do my own as well. Okay, we're good to go. So what we're doing, we're in VR chat now. We're just looking at some reference. Hey, Alvin. So yeah, we're just looking at some reference. What I was doing previously was I made one of the buildings from Shamar here on the left, and then I made a smaller one. That one itself is a little reference here to Mother. Specifically, this yellow building from Mother from Smash Bros. At least. Because the yellow building in On It is really cool and it's pretty iconic because in Smash you play next to the drugstore, the yellow building, and then this house here. And then the rest is walled off. So, yeah, I just made this one. You can just about see the resemblance here with the placement of the windows and such, but it's just done in the ruins style. So we got that there. And we're getting quite a few buildings, so now I've got to go find another one and pick that apart and see what we can do. So, I'm just going to move chat here. And I'm going to go find another world because I have a bunch of them in here that I need to look at. We're going to go look at... Hey, Swindle! Nice to see you! So we're going to go look at Woohoo Town for a laugh. What I'm doing is, for all of these buildings, I'm getting references from other things like Final Fantasy, Mother. We're just looking at them, and the idea is we're going to be turning buildings from other games into buildings in the ruins style, just so we get a wide variety of buildings. So here we go. This one's pretty cool. Let's see if we can find any really cool things. Normally, when I do this, I do a UAV. This looks great. It's going to look good when it's all textured and stuff, and when I've got way more buildings. Let's see. What I'm doing here is I'm specifically looking for unique buildings that don't look like anything else I've got at the moment. Maybe going to Shamar would be a little bit better. This one looks okay, but I've already got something similar. Let's see. How about Dynasty Warriors game, says Damon. Hi, Damon! Maybe a Dynasty Warriors game? Maybe I can like look on here and see if there's got any Dynasty Warriors stuff. Not all areas will contain stuff that I need, but it's also a neat way of looking around VR chat stuff and just seeing what's familiar. Like, I could build a massive building like this that's a bit bigger. Excuse me. But it's a case of, do I want to? Like, maybe the cafe would be cool as a unique thing that I could make. Just like this small portion of the cafe. Thank you very much, Damon. Thank you very much, Alvin. Let's go back to the drone here. The problem with the drone is it falls incredibly slowly. Let's see, we got the bowling alley. I like the way that this is actually like a more HD rendition of Woohoo Island. Jinx. I suppose I could always do like a corner one here, but it doesn't really make sense to have those in New Home or the Ruins because they use the same style buildings. So maybe let's try another world because I've got a bunch of them. I've got like stuff from Zelda. There's Arid Sands. I looked at a couple of other stuff. Let's try Clock Town from Majora's Mask. Oh, come on now. A nuke in New Home. No! Just like nuke it so it just completely blows up. But yeah, the idea is to get like maybe 10 or 20 unique buildings if possible. Maybe just sort of around there would be really nice. And then we can just randomize everything. The texturing process, super easy. I've done like the big building in the back here. I've done most of that. Like the roof and the main parts of it. Later on, I'll be fixing the other bits of texturing. Won't take that long, so the next time you see some of this might be the next time I do a massive update and show off New Home. But obviously, for the moment, I'm doing it without the textures. 20, you mad lad. I know it sounds nuts. Oh my god, is this actually the entire thing? Okay. Let's see. Can I not just go to the... I like all the flags and everything, but can I just go... Sandbox? Can I just go straight to... Is that a full game in VR? Yeah, a load of things in VR chat can be done like this. Skip tutorial. People make like full explorative games in VR chat and other things. It's actually really cool. It's why I like coming on it, because essentially you have like a full experience in it without having to pay for anything. Sounds totally cheap of me, but it is really cool to experience that kind of thing. So here we've got Clocktown from Majora's Mask. I'm just trying to see if there's any cool buildings in here. Because most of it is like this interior courtyard. Try to see with the UAV if there's any cool stuff around here. Because it's mainly just this kind of stuff which isn't too unique. What's on the outside? Maybe over that way. Games are expensive, says Damon. Indeed they are. Okay, so we got these houses, which are kind of normal. Let's try... Oh. The UI for Zelda is overlaying over everything there. Let's try, Destiny Islands from Kingdom Hearts 2. That one specifically. I love the way we've got the tower from Destiny 2 there as well. Yeah, if I can't get anything from these, then it's fine. I can still go to other areas and other levels and take buildings from there, but I will be referencing all of these, or at least pointing them out. You know, so like do a separate video and just point out where all the references are from. Especially because we got a mother reference in there, which is technically in line with everything Undertale, because Undertale was a mother mod originally. Nothing in here is really working for me. Let's try Port Royale from Kingdom Hearts. Trying to get this done as quickly as possible so that we can start building some buildings ASAP. Come on. I'm like sat here with my controller and my mouse and keyboard, just like trying to get around everywhere with the UAV real fast. Okay, here we go. So this is from Kingdom Hearts 3. This is Port Royale, the Pirates of the Caribbean world. Just gonna see if there's anything unique that I haven't already kind of made, or something similar. I feel like Apotos and Shamar from Sonic Unleashed are gonna give us the best at the moment. Because these are all kind of similar. No Dynasty Warriors levels on VR chat, says Damon. Thank you for looking, though, Damon. But let's go over here, if I can. Is there an invisible wall here? No, there isn't, so I can just UAV over it. Well, let's go to all of these buildings over here, the bigger ones, and we'll just go from there. The emoji deletes my message sometimes. It's really annoying. Oh, strange. My computer is having a seizure right now because this level is not optimized at all. Yeah, my graphics card's going mad. Let's go to a different world. That's clearly not useful. Let's do let's try Twilight Town, and then if we can't do Twilight Town, then we'll go back to the Sonic Unleashed stuff. We'll do Twilight Town from KH2 if we can. That one's from KH3. Oh no, that one might be bad. Kingbot 2. Let's try that one. When your computer has a seizure, just hope it doesn't blow up. That's what I'm thinking. Like, the problem with VR chat is a lot of the worlds are really cool, but not all of them are optimized. And by that I mean they're not designed specifically to be ran by everything. And even though my computer is pretty strong, because I've only just got it, I'm kind of always afraid that it'll explode or whatever just randomly going on one of these worlds. You know, so... Yeah, YouTube may put ads on this. I have no clue where it's going to put them, but... Okay, so we've got... I got this down here. Oh my god. It's hard to see what's going on here. You know, because of the sunset. Let's go cloud for a moment instead of the UAV. Just so I can... There's a hole in the geometry there. So I can try and see what's going on. This isn't the one that I played the last time because it has too many holes in the world. Right, I'm going to go back to Arid Sands. Arid Sands and Aptos. In fact, we'll go to... There we go, Shamar Day Hub, that'll work. Because Shamar is basically the same as Arid Sands. It's the same area from Sonic Unleashed, so we'll just do a couple of them. I love the way that other level was like 100 odd megabytes and clearly wasn't optimized, and then this one is like 15 and will be. You know, it's really weird. See what I mean? Good old Arid Sands. But yeah, this runs wonderful. There's no problems with it. It looks really decent in VR chat. So this is something that I'll look at now. I really want to do a lot of these buildings, like especially this type. That would actually be kind of cool to do the bit in the center like that because of all the archways. And then we've got the random ones here. I like VR chats levels that are highly optimized because they just work really well. Let's try looking around here. A lot of these are like towers and things, which is really cool. Maybe we should do like a really flat building like this one here and then put the towers on top of it. The problem is structurally, that's all kinds of messed up, but you just don't go into that, otherwise it'll drive you crazy. Because that's attached there, and then let's see. Yeah, there's nothing down there. Hey, Sammy! Oh, what the heck? I said hi, Sammy, and then Siri decides to go off on my phone. Damon says, posted something in the Immersiontale. Immersiontale. Medieval Valley. Oh, yeah. Maybe. The thing is with those medieval buildings, they're kind of all samey by the looks of it. What's your face? I would put it on. The problem is that I also have VR chat on as well, so I'd be putting a lot of stuff on screen. I'm just trying to get an idea of what I want here. How big is the back of that building? Oh, I can't see. Yeah, normally I'd have my face on, but when you think about it, I've got VR chat on, I've got Blender on, and having my face as well would be pretty crazy to try and juggle between all of them. It's nothing bad. Oh. I'm just trying to think of how I'd do this. Like, that would be pretty cool, actually, to have this sort of building with the three down here at floor level, and then the 2 bits on top there. Gotta push your rig to the limit. I wonder if Revenge is gonna show. We'll see. So here we're gonna do the Arid Sound style buildings again. We're gonna open these, and this one's gonna be that one was the big one. So we've got let's see. building medium. Medium. And we'll take that and just put it all in that building. And then we'll do new. And this one can be medium. Oh, arid sands building 2 medium. And then what we'll do is we'll start out the same way we did here. We'll take the door, we'll take the window, we'll even take these 2 smaller ones and this one, and we just duplicate length. Right, and then we'll start from there. So, if I drag this over here, we're going to be making this building that I'm looking at currently, the one with the 2 giant sort of garden things on top of it. So, what I need first is a cube. The interesting thing for people who want to know what scale this is it's basically in scale with Toriel. And Toriel's pretty big. Like, the Asgore could fit in there. But as you can see, the door frame is modeled around Toriel, so it's got plenty of room for it to move through it. So with everything scaled up to her, technically Frisk and all the other monsters would be able to fit in these buildings. Even though they don't all have interiors, so it kind of gives it some sort of believability. So what we're going to do here is do this. And then, roughly, that's about there in terms of height. In terms of width, it's about looking at the scale of things. Let's chit chat. Damn thick. Yeah. But yeah, this looks great so far, says Alvin. So, things that I was showing people before, because I showed a little bit of the texturing, I'll show again for people who didn't see that. And this is the style that I'm going for. Bear in mind, the textures that I'm using are the ones for the ruins. So, they'll be changed for New Home, which is where this is going to be used. It'll all be done in, like, grays and stuff. So here we go. We got a bit of texturing going on. And what I'll do is I'll show you an example of a building close up, so you get an idea of what all these are going to look like. So what we have, we're not going to see all this detail, but I like having it there anyway, just in case. So we've got this trim that goes all the way around. We've got the door frames and the window frames that are done in and look really nice. We've got the brickwork on top here, which is a little bit off, but it's not too bad. And then as we go up the tower, we got the other brickwork and extra details going on. The thing is, this is the most basic version of this, so it's going to look better in future when I get all the lighting on it fixed and everything else. Then for this big building, I did this with the top. This isn't exactly a tech style texture. It's more like giant blocks that have been fit together, but it works for what it is. It's either that or I just make a new texture that's basic stone, which I think I have one actually for that. Hey, Revenge. And then we've got another bit of trim here, which is basic stone there. So we've got a bit of variation. And the idea is I just can carry this on to other buildings. Maybe the roofs of the buildings should be wooden or thatch. Maybe. It's fine, Darren, it's fine. Anyway, we're going to copy this building. So we're going to do this. The reason why I'm building 2 to 3 blocks there is because I'm going to use one. I'm going to stretch this one out down below. Just so I get the right scale. We can get rid of the others like that. Right? And then we need to do, what is it, 3 doors? Let's have a look. Yeah, 3 individual doors. 1, 2, 3, roughly, and then we'll see where they are roughly in terms of location here, because they need to sell the idea that these black parts that I've got are like shadows. There we go. As long as everything's in like that, we're good. The question is, how many windows on the front? Just one? Okay. So we'll use that one. I might even just have these ones as like lower ones. Maybe just a couple of them here. Like one there and then two on this side. Because these are the windows that you see in the ruins, but the other ruins ones are instead flipped that way. And I'm like, no, I'll just have them like that. So then we've got the details on top and this like archway garden thing, which I can't get behind. But if I just wait for me to fall down here, or even just change avatars to like Matthew Patrick from the Game Theorists, then we can see what's going on here. So we've got 9 pillars and a bunch of arches. Okay. Is that the Matthew Patrick? Let's do another avatar here that's big enough that I can see into there. Let's try Flowey. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do the ramparts around the top and then 2 of those details. And for the scale of this, let's... Oh, come on, Flowey. It's pretty big. Oh. Flowey's getting stuck on everything here. So it goes round pretty far enough that there's like 2 doorways. Okay, so... Duplicate. That's 2. It's all just a theory. Alvin says, I gotta go. Oh, see you later, Alvin. Thank you very much. I have 2 words for my mood, says Alvin. Seasonal depression. Looks like Venice with the towers. Lucky, nice to see you. Sorry, I had to kind of duck out the other day. Oh, but yeah, it's nice to see you again. Especially after what just happened, to you. Everyone in chat, do some well wishing for Lucky. Lucky got in a traffic accident recently. So, yeah, needs a lot of well wishing and painkillers right now. I'm just glad nothing serious has happened, like too serious anyway. So we got that there, and then we got another one like this. About there, roughly. And the rest of the building up top. It's all just a theory, yeah. A game theory. So here we go. We're going to do more of the kind of details that we had on the other buildings. So we're going to... Is that got anything on the... No, it doesn't have anything on the back of it. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll match this up with the first one as much as possible. So what I'm thinking of doing is adding the rampart details as well. And what we'll do is take the extra bits here that we normally have and duplicate those. And we're going to have one of those just going around the top. And then I'm gonna bring this down. Oh, what I'm gonna do is the areas from Sonic and the Black Knight that I was referencing on the other stream. I'm gonna bring those in here as well and model them because that will probably be worth it. Again, as usual, my inner Sonic fan is coming out pretty like pretty crazy at the moment. I'm just sat here like, so anyway, how much stuff can I borrow from Sonic games again? Right, so let's bring this out a little bit more on both sides. There, and then we'll just bring this out too. Like this, and then the rest will be Castle Ramparts and the two giant areas. I'm gonna need as well the trim. So let's see, that's Arantan's medium trim. It's probably the other filer I've got at the moment. No? Okay. Medium trim 18, medium trim 018. Apparently it's not showing up. Okay, that's weird. I thought I could put that there, but apparently it's not having any of it, so we'll just do this instead. So we'll do the vertical trim. Let's see. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of Undyne, I need to put Pope Undyne on here. Where is she? Is that one? No, that's the Immersiontale one. Image. Do I even have? Add existing. Hey, there's Pope Undyne. I know it's not me, but we'll put Pope Undyne in the corner. For anyone that doesn't get it, that's actually a joke from one of the previous streams where we were having a laugh at various different things. I think it was another game theory joke we did, and then it was like, what if Undyne was the Pope? So yeah, memes drew that one. You were not Undyne. Oh, I know. It's just funny having Pope Undyne there. Was that you are now? Oh, sorry. You are now Undyne. So Undyne, how's your day? Currently dealing with the Vatican. Let's do this. So easy to do this kind of stuff when you're using building blocks. Guaranteed, when I put this update out that shows off like how I did all of this, everyone's gonna be like, dude, this is literally just building blocks. It's like, yes, that's mostly what level design is like. Do you not know this? So let's just... I just realized I can just copy the front to the back. Duh. Because of the scale. Yeah, okay. That moment where Flowery's just roaming around Shamar here. Okay, I'm wondering what I should do for the sides that I can't see here. unsure at the moment. Let's do this. We'll put a window in here. I need to actually make note of how many buildings I've actually done right now. You know, like how many I have available, because it would be really handy to know for future stuff. Just so I know how many I've actually got left to make. Okay. Meme says, "Could I have two smaller flying I have two smaller flying avatars. I could give you them if you need them. Do they fall or like do they fall like my flowery one or not flowery, the UAV one or what?" Let's try. Because I've got the UAV and I've got a rock for phasing through stuff if I remember rightly. They do fall gradually. Interesting. I don't mind the UAV at the moment. It's not too bad. Oh, let's take this one. We'll duplicate object, bring that over. And then we just got to edit this. If I scale this up, not too far out, we can technically put this on top, and then I just need to jiggle it around a little bit. If I do that and then just go like that, I can find you one that doesn't need to fall if you need that to work on this. It would be handy in certain instances, you know, if I could control the falling myself. Like if I can turn it on and off so it can just like stay stationary as much as possible, that would help. 1.025 or no, 1.020. You'd be surprised how much little adjustments actually work on this like that. Let me just shift that over to the side just a little bit. There we go. And then then we can do this. We'll just grab these, bring them down here. Oh. Trying to have a drink here, and it's just like, nah, so we're just gonna throw all your stuff off the edge of the building. Oh, great. Okay. We'll take these two again. And we'll copy. So we'll do separate section. Duplicate object. Join those two together now, and then we'll just set origin to geometry and then duplicate. Put there, and then duplicate again. To roughly about there if I want to get away with it. we'll take this, take that. Delete those vertices. Join all these up. And we got the top rampart. Right, and then we're gonna have the other section here. Hang on. So this one's gonna be the archways on top. If I can just make there's 9 of them, so if I can make like a small area here that holds them, it's like what? Cube. Bring the cube over. It's roughly just inside of that in terms of size. What is it? If I'm eyeballing it, then it's about that. So it fits within that area. Which means the doorway has to go halfway up there. Oh, which it does. That's handy. Right. So, we need 2 of these doorways here. 1 there. And 1 here, leaving a decent amount of space both sides. Put there. So I'm going to have to do this on a different object for a moment. We'll just vanish that, make this one half scale because of the detail, and then we'll go from there. So got this. Duplicate these links here, and then we'll just go 90. And then we'll put that about there. So now if I do this, it should be all correct. Should. Cross your fingers and hope it works. Turns out my Beyblade doesn't fall, so it should be good, says Memes. Nice. Ooh. I've been getting lots of recommended stuff for Beyblade recently, and I don't even know why. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Gonna put in another. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That movie is indeed amazing. Absolutely love it. And then Ready Player One is like the CG version of it. In fact, it'd be really awesome if they did get Roger to appear in Ready Player One, but instead we had to get all the more recognizable characters like Tracer from Overwatch. Oh, crying internally right now. Okay, we got this thing going on. We just got to line these other ones up and then we're good to go. Replacing Kara. David says, I didn't really like Ready Player One. It felt a bit gimmicky, but that's just me. Honestly, I still enjoyed it. It wasn't a total letdown, you know. I wasn't expecting much going into it, but I was hyped. And it's like it provided some fun riding on that hype, so I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm down with that, you know. It was the best film that had been out in a long time at that point in time as well. That's another thing to consider. Oh, why is it done that? Ah! Okay. I might have to do some of this by hand looking at it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sustainment. I'm glad someone liked it. It's not my kind of thing. It's like the way that I feel about it is it's kind of like the Christopher Robin movie that just came out of nowhere, and I absolutely love that thing just because it gives you like a nice family vibe. And I don't think I've seen a movie come out like that in ages when it actually does give you that kind of vibe. You know, it's just nice and pure and sort of back to the old style of filmmaking where everything was nice and not kind of crazy. Oop. That it might just be my bias because I love Winnie the Pooh's world from Kingdom Hearts, so that might be bleeding through into it. That moment where I'm in the 100 Acre Woods and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. There we go. Now, if I just take that, delete all of that, and give that a solidify, that should be fine. Let's see. Hey Dave, do you want to know what my password to the old Discord was? It's funny because it relates to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Interesting. Are you sure you want to just like randomly spit that out just in case? David says that's true. There's a reason I stick to films from my childhood. Newer movies are not that good. Yeah, that's a fair thing to say. Actually, it's not wrong. Older films, I tend to feel like have less issues with them than newer ones, which is why I like them more. Let's just get rid of that, and we'll just do that top bit. All transforms, and then solidify. We'll throw solidify on this, and then bring that in. It should be good. We do that there, like that, roughly. Then I can just camouflage the rest with some pillars and we're good. Because we're not going to see some of this anyway from where we are location-wise. Oh, come on out. Thing is, I could actually clean that up quite a lot, but it's what it is. Ooh, Castle Vorth exterior. Nice. Kind of reminds me of Castlevania though, David. Hey Moody, give me any Undertale character and I'll draw it because I'm bored. Let's think. I want to try something that's unique. Gerson. Let's see. Damon says, that's fair. I felt it wore the skin suit of older properties. I haven't watched it because it came out. I might be being a bit harsh. It's always good to try and, like, just give a little bit of leeway between things, Damon, and see what happens, you know. Jessica Rabbit is mummy, says Sammy. I voted myself. David says, maybe I'll get it from my local CX and rewatch it. I thought the Blade Runner sequel was bad for years, but when I first watched it, but then I rewatched it a few years ago, and now I'm a huge fan. I still need to watch that. It's like, I want to watch it. I've seen a load of, I didn't think you'd say that out loud, says Sammy. I say everything out loud, provided it's safe. You know, like, most of the stuff that people post is safe, luckily. When I was doing streaming for, like, the first 2 years, everybody was posting all kinds of crap, which was not safe. You know, so if it's safe, if it's not going to swear, it's not racist or anything else like that, I'm going to read it out loud. And people try and catch me out with those stupid ones where it's like, the really stupid ones where it makes you say like some really crappy joke or something, you know. I think we all agree about that take with Jessica Rabbit, says Damon. I'm not going to dispute it, let's put it that way. Right, let's go here. One of my favorite films is actually Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's like, just general films. Like, the thing is, everybody has like their own things for like action, horror, whatever else. Just general fun films. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is definitely up there for me. It's the same with like Back to the Future. Because Back to the Future is fantastic. Like, because I've mentioned before about some of the other ones that I actually like in terms of like action, being like Terminator, Aliens, Die Hard, you know, all the greats. Let's do that there. But yeah, in terms of like general fun stuff, Roger Rabbit, Ready Player One, Christopher Robin. Trying to think of what else I would throw in there in the same kind of category while I'm getting these pillars from here. Let's go linked. Because I want these pillars down here to actually be better. Is that a third ad? YouTube is throwing a lot of ads on this stuff now. It's set up automatically to do that. It's just one of the things that happens. I keep trying to get ads off on my YouTube, and it's just like, yeah. So anyway, you need to run YouTube like this, otherwise you ain't gonna get anything. And I'm like, oh crap. Oh, so it sucks. People keep recommending me different ad blockers as well, so I might have to try some new ones. Dude, this isn't going to work here the way that this is going. I'm going to have to just extend these polygons down, because otherwise it's just not happening. What the heck is going on here? The moment where I'm trying to get these bottom polygons, it's just not having it. I think it's because they don't exist because I deleted them before, potentially. Let's try that. Oh no, wait, it's because the solidify? Oh my god. Stupid. Let's see. Half the time I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, YouTube has been throwing up way more ads. It's to offset the fact that they lose a load of money to like crappy YouTubers that do stupid stuff like dox people. You know, Um, they're like, we need to make money somehow, so we'll just make it so that everybody has to watch ads. Because I have that problem as well. I like trying to fall asleep to stuff on YouTube. So I'll have like Oni plays on or whatever, and the next minute it'll be like, so anyway, would you like this thing? It'll be like some really, like the most crappiest sort of thing ever that I don't even have any interest in. But it'll normally come up with the usual thing of being like, would you like to buy this? Or the worst one I've had at the moment is the IKEA advert that comes on. It's this dude, he's like, so anyway, check out my crib, this is how I've done it up, and I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. I have nothing against this guy, but I just want to sleep. No, I just want to listen to nice relaxing music or people having a laugh and fall asleep. Meanwhile, this guy's like, so anyway, check this out. I got fitted carpets, I got this really nice leather suite or whatever, and I'm like, I still don't care. Where's my music? It's like the other day when I mentioned it in stream where I was like, I was trying to watch the most emotional bits of Undertale, and it pops up a freaking COD Modern Warfare advert with Eminem on it. I'm just like, dude, I used to listen to Eminem. I do not like it anymore. Just like, don't throw this up in one of the most emotional bits of Undertale. It's just so stupid. I absolutely hate them. YouTube should just do NFTs. uBlock Origin has been working really well, but you have to disable other ad blocks. YouTube doesn't detect it. Ooh, interesting. Might have to do that then. Yeah, I'm getting super annoyed with ads. It's like the most annoying thing ever when you just wanna relax for the evening, and then you get in that same IKEA advert like over and over and over. And the worst part is the guy in the advert is pretty cool. It's probably not well, it obviously isn't his fault that the ad's running over and over and over again, but it's the whole thing of it having it run multiple times makes you hate the guy in the advert inadvertently, even though he's probably like the chillest guy ever. It's just when it comes on immediately, you're just like, this guy again. Why can't you just go away? It's just like, I don't want to hate the guy in the advert. I want to hate the people that decided they're going to play the advert every 2 seconds on YouTube. You know? Let's extrude these faces up. Oh, there, actually. And then away we go. We're good there. We can just take that and put like a trim on it and do the ramparts again, and then we'd be good. We'll do the same over the other side. I'll duplicate that, actually. I'll duplicate the link. Oop. And then I'll just make it smaller on that side. So what I'll do is I'll just do that a little bit so there's some variation. And then take this, duplicate that, bring that up. Make it, oh crap, make it slightly thinner. Then we'll move it into the corner. Hey Dave, what do you think about the music? Batteries not included. Dude, yes. Do you want to DM me the command prompt to enter when you set it up? Says Lucky. Please do that. Oh, I'd be so happy. Batteries not included is awesome. Same thing with Short Circuit. Short Circuit was so good. I know people accuse it of being like racist and stuff, but because the actor that portrays the Indian guy in it But it's like if you just take the film at face value, it's a pretty good film. But yeah, short circuit batteries not included. I'm trying to think of what else from that era. Watched a ton of stuff like that. E.T., Flight of the Navigator. More Flight of the Navigator than E.T. for me. Because E.T.'s okay, but it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not too sure. The Goonies, definitely. Trying to think of some of the other ones. The Goonies is like one of my personal favorites. Oh. Flubber, yeah, Flubber. The Iron Giant. The Iron Giant's pretty good. 2 words, Moody. Penny Wars. Wait, what? Oh, here's one. Here's an older one as well that I really like. The original Casper from like when was that released? Like 1995, 1996 maybe? Hang on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go look that up now. Casper movie. When was this produced? 1995. I was right. Oh my god, that one was good. Really liked that one. I'm sat here trying to think about it, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that was 95 or something. And I go and click it, and I'm like, yep, there we go. I keep thinking of the Coneheads as Sammy. You know, admittedly, I have not watched that film. I've seen the actual like box for it and stuff a bunch of times and adverts for it. Never seen the film. Trying to think. Fox and the Hound, yeah. The one thing that I always like is I don't know. Some people in here are going to be way too young for this, but Disney VHS adverts. Like if you go online and search up like classic era Disney VHS stuff, you get like these really old adverts where it starts up with like the Disney one of the Disney themes. It comes up with like the castle in the background as a logo, and you're always getting like the best of the golden era of Disney as like advertisements on every single Disney film. So good, so good. But that kind of stuff is running it back to like the era when everybody used tapes or CD players and used VHS recorders and stuff. It's just like, oh boy, that's like pre 2000s technology. Oh boy, you know. Huh. Apparently my bank's like, we're changing how your current account statements are done. It's like, that's fine. I missed that you wouldn't steal a car, PSAs. I have a friend that looks like the kid from Home Alone, says Sammy. Despite how much bad press it gets, I actually don't mind Home Alone 3 with the whole deal with it being surrounded. The whole thing is surrounding a remote control car, if I remember rightly, and the whole premise of it. It was actually not that bad, but then the other ones after it were. Like, oh, okay. Like, admittedly, the first two are way better, but the third one's not too bad. I might just be trying to kid myself there, I'm not too sure, but I remember it not, like, being watchable when, when I've tried watching it the last couple of times. It's like, yeah, okay. What do you think of Small Soldiers? Remote controlled car, Sammy. The looking at that Metropolis map I mentioned last night for inspiration, says Lucky. Ooh, Lucky, if you want, I can hop in a world with you without my con, obviously, to portal to that if you're available. Small Soldiers was awesome. Like, I absolutely love it. It is another one of my favorite films. Like, sure, it's a slightly darker kids film, you know, because of toys coming to life and trying to murder everybody as well as each other. But it's a really, really good film. So if I duplicate this now... Oh, wait, crap! Did I duplicate Link? Oh, no, 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 no. That means I'll have screwed that up. Yeah, there we go. I've got to be careful when I duplicate and then delete here. No! No! You can see it happening. You can see it happening over here. So what I've done is, some of these I've duplicated and then put them on other buildings. And as a result, I've screwed it up. So we got to do duplicate objects. Like with this here, you can see me losing the detail to it because of what was happening. I'm just trying to see if it's affected anything else here because I'm duplicating all the windows and everything else and trying to duplicate some of these other details. It's just being funny. That'll keep the same as how that is. This one, I'm gonna have to duplicate this as another object and then delete the original so it doesn't affect this building over here. I hope I've not screwed anything up. Let's just check. It looks fine. How many buildings have I actually done? Let's count, right? If I include this one over here. Hey, memes! Sam's Nest. Dude, I actually have a mother reference in here now. Hang on, I'll pull it to where Lucky is. Lucky, I'll meet you in Undernet because it's the easiest place to go. If I go, where's Undernet? What do we got here? Worlds. Undernet Hub. Join. And then I'll check how much I've actually done here. And, oh, I'm getting DMs. Oh, there's Lucky. There we go. Cheers for that, Lucky. I was wondering what the DM was, and then I was like, wait a minute, I remember. Oh no, Knuckles. But yeah, I've actually got the mother reference in here now. Oh, wait a minute. What am I at here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's because I'm... Right, all these map avatars I've got. Let's do 1998. Sans, also known as Manny Calavera from Grim Fandango. Oh my god, yeah, I should try and see if you've got any Grim Fandango worlds. That'd be awesome. Why am I doing all of this? I'm only going to be here like 2 seconds. Where's Lucky?
There you are.
Oh, there we are. Hello, sir.
Okay,
Hey. There's ice cream. Damn.
Just got. Yep.
Don't mind me. I just sat on.
Yes.
I just sat on the top of your avatar for a moment.
I'm gonna.
I just realized.
Oh, are you muted right now?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Oh, yeah, I'll mute the stream.
I'm muted. He can't hit me. Moody, give me a song so I can listen to it while drawing on Nine and Gerson. Hopes and Dreams. Or Undertale, which I think is what, 74?
I can hear you through your stream now.
Aha! I just realized I'm sat on a Beyblade. Are you playing VRC while modeling? Yes, I am.
Yep. Or Dollar Store Beyblade.
Okay, so I'll hop up here because I'm assuming we're going to portal over here.
Place I mentioned.
Yes, please. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we got... Oh, yeah, Metropolis from Ratchet and Clank. Okay. Boop. So yeah, let's see what this is like, and then I'll see how many buildings I've done at the moment. Oh, I know this one. Trying to remember whether okay, some of these.
One. And they ripped it straight from the game. There's a bunch of idling like enemies and such. Helga T-posed over there. Even the gold bolts are in the places, but they're just sunk in the ground.
Look, you're just wondering, is this a PS4 game? I'm trying to remember.
This this was originally the PS2 one. They did. I think you worked on the PS4 one that you mentioned. The game based off the movie, based off the game.
That was it. That's why I was trying to remember. I'm like, some of this looks familiar. I can't remember. You know, so maybe this would work.
Yeah, this is the original one, where Ratchet was definitely more of a snarky, charismatic asshole in the earlier games that probably would not get by today.
The problem with this is it's all skyscrapers, and I'm not so sure about skyscrapers. Give me a sec, I'm going UAV.
But they are
I'm close, it's fine.
are like some of the ones lower. They're worth looking at, and also when you get up closer and inspecting some of them. Oh, where'd you go?
I'm close to you.
Oh yeah, I see you. Yeah, I was taking a look through here earlier.
Interesting.
I thought, hey, some of the shapes of these buildings, if scaled down, they might work.
Maybe, because like the bell tower that I've done already has this kind of shape to begin with.
They're easy to work around, and some of them are transparent. But some of them are actually solid where they are in the game.
Huh. Cool. So it's using in-game collision then?
Like I was looking at some of these lower ones, like the ones down here. Yeah, it's they straight up ripped this out of the game, if I'm not mistaken, by looking because as you can see, there's a gold bolt over there where it is in the game.
Is there any description of that on the?
It's impressive though.
The entire city without lag? Yeah, it's probably ripped. See what chat says for a moment. Freddy is a Disney princess.
Like, heck, they even ripped the. The only thing it doesn't have doing is the soundtrack changing over.
I have world audio muted at the moment just because YouTube will just copyright strike me into oblivion, but maybe.
Oh, copyright, yeah. Oh yeah, let me turn it down on my end.
No joke. Every time I've been in the internet recently, when I've been doing like a video, I've got absolutely annihilated. Like YouTube keeps turning around and being like, "You don't own this music," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you can hardly hear it." You know.
Yeah. Oh, you're syncing.
Yeah, it's fine.
I completely understand that. Like, I've turned the music down in the main area, but it still plays in the arcade. Like when you're trying to watch a movie or something.
Yeah, it does that. The thing is, it's like, you can still have it on pretty low, and YouTube will still be like, I can hear you breathing in the background over the audio, but we're going to claim it anyway. Just trying to...
Your ringtone went off. Copyright strike.
We're practically at that kind of thing now, and it's just like, yeah, we'll copyright strike you for anything that sounds remotely like something that isn't you breathing. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, you're good?
There we go. We good now? I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
It just all of a sudden went. So anyway,
still going?
yeah, it still turned around. It turned around and went, "Oh, so OBS disconnected you?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then it's like, I'm trying to find you again." And I'm like, "Please do." Let's do. What else did I have here? Art Sounds, Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm almost out of options here, but it's not too bad. I'm going to go back to Aptos for a moment.
Oh yeah, do you want to clone this one since this one does not have the gradual falling?
Oh, the Beyblade? Or, I lost you. Yes! Please.
Yes. I'm over here. I turned on my cloning for you.
Ah! I'm back.
There you go.
Wait, why am I falling?
And you can let it rip with this one as well.
Why am I still falling then? That's weird.
I don't know. I'm not falling.
That's... I know, that's why I'm wondering what's going on here.
Fly is enabled.
Yeah.
Maybe try respawning and then changing back into it or something.
Okay. Let's do dog. Avatars.
Oh, hello.
Hey, memes. Let's do...
Hello.
No, it's...
There's Rage Shadow Legends. Yeet. I have to hear myself like 3 seconds.
Keep
after
Ray
I
Channel
already
Legends
done the
out
bit.
of this game.
I have to hear myself 3 seconds after I've already said the bit. God, I love this.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I just realized I just exited there and went into Abatos Night, but I've left it open to invite. I went into the wrong version as well because this is just the hub area, but in nighttime, which is not good. Right. Abatos Action Stage, Night. Abatos Hub. Seriously, do I not have like a nighttime stage? Let's try Sonic Unleashed. Dark Gaia, Tunan Hub. That might actually be alright. Depends. Empire City Hub. That might not be. Missouri, maybe Missouri would work. Or Adabat. I suppose we can go check that out. Oh, Windmill Isle might work as well. There's a few places that might work here. I'm going to go to Windmill Act 1. Hey, John. How you doing? Silent Hill 2, you'll love it. I still need to do that in actual VR. Whoa, with it. Why am I just... Whoa, what? Why am I just flying off into the distance here for no reason whatsoever? Let's use Manny or like MatPat or something. Just, what the? I have no clue what was happening there. What if I can just run around? Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is definitely faster than I first thought. Can we just like... I wish I could go third person here. I'd be able to see MatPat just like speeding along with this sort of expression. Where is it? Personal mirror. We do that, right? Let's try and place it about there. It's Matthew Patrick. Or there. There we go. Right, and then we can just do. It's not the same, but I had a good laugh at Oni Plays actually riffing on Matt the other night, just being like, dude, none of these theories actually even make sense, and what the heck is going on here? Why am I getting like 2 frames per second? Why do they just like fly all over the place? I have a feeling it's this world. Oh, I see, it's the boost pads. It's the boost pads. They're all bugged for desktop mode. So if I hit any boost pad, it's not going to be good. I should have kept that on with Matt. I could have seen him like freaking out and going flying like mad in this, like tumbling over himself. Oh, come on. Seriously? Where's the... Is that the end? Oh, I thought that was a bigger stage. Come on. That's not any help. Oh. Let's try TuneOn's hub. Invite. Join. I watched the FNAF movie online. It's pretty decent, says John. I still need to watch it. ATPP. Maybe turn off spinning. Potentially, yeah. Some of his series make sense to Sammy. Like I said before, I don't have anything against Matt. I just find some of it kind of crazy. But he is funny. It's like he's funny unintentionally to me for the wrong reasons. The out of context videos are by far the best ones, I think. Where he just makes him sound as though he's absolutely insane. I was thinking that might have worked, but there we go. Let's see, Sonic Unleashed. I might just go back to Shamar here. I'm just quickly checking around and seeing if any of these other areas are actually any good. Definitely a film for die-hard fans, says John. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that recently. 3 times man for the law, says Sammy. May I join? Oh, I'm not doing it with anybody else. Like, I'm not doing this stream with anybody else. This one's just for me to model stuff. Ooh. Come on, I'm trying to see. There's like no good buildings in any of these other areas. Oh, come on now. Dude. Sonic Unleashed. The reason why I keep hitting up Unleashed is because it's got a decent variety of town areas that have a wide, or supposedly have a wide variety of buildings, but a couple of them are coming up pretty bad at the moment. Soliana might be okay. Problem is, I've already done something like that, so really I'm after the castle-looking things. Say that, and I've got free... Oh! Dude, hang on. Oh my god, I'm there, like, planning Asgore's castle the other night, and I forgot there's a freaking castle in Sonic Adventure 1. Where is it? That is not a good name for that, but there's also one in Sonic Heroes as well. Okay, so that's kind of doesn't make sense there. That moment where my brain's like, this has to make sense, but it clearly doesn't. Yeah, that, no. Oh, come on now. Yeah, we'll do, before we went to Iron Sands, we'll just do new invite. Oh, no, I didn't want to drop a portal. Guess I'm dropping a portal. It made 180 million profit from a budget of 20 million. Oh, nice. Matt Patty's Ness in the movie. Yeah, I just see that. You know, how New Home has buildings in the background. Who's to say you're not standing on the roof or balcony of one? Ooh. What? Almost like you're going over the different roofs? Kind of? That would be interesting. Oh, okay. That'd be ridiculously cool. If you're progressing from like roof to roof on things, but the problem is with the roof being different heights. Yeah, like because the roofs being on different heights though, that'd be awkward. And because it goes on for so long, it's like, what the heck is that? Oh, it's a light. Oh yeah, I heard about Mark being in the FNAF movie, or rather not being in the FNAF movie. Since Asgore has a basement, yeah. Let's see how many buildings I've actually done here. We got, I'm just checking this off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, drawing with a mouse is terrible. 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't realize I'd made this many. 9, 10, 11. So if I can do like another few, then I'll be happy. I didn't realize I'd already done 11. do 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 do. Oh. Okay, so what we'll do is in Shamar here. Think. I've already done that one. I'll do this one next, and then that one, and then let's see if there's one more, because that'd round it to 13 at the moment. Honestly, I want to try for 15. Oh, dude, I just realized I can do the Black Knight ones that I already had. I can just, like, remake those in Undertale style. Silly me. Because if I can do, like, 15 buildings, and then we can see if I can just do, like, a YouTube tutorial for this now. Or find a YouTube tutorial, sorry. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. Didn't Bakers do one for placing stuff, like, randomly? Let's ask Bakers. Hi, Bakers. Just wondering, when you did your random thing with geometry nodes previously, when I was on about stuff, that can be done with meshes, right? Bakers just helps me out with, like, everything. And by that, I mean, like, anything that I don't know technically about Blender, just go to Bakers straight away, because Bakers knows so much. Normally, it's to do with, like, geometry nodes or materials. Dave proceeds to type out loud. Well, I mean, you know, might as well. I mean, I'm on stream, so at least you get to hear what I'm doing. By the way, John, I'll hit you up in your DMs later. I have the sudden urge to play like Shadow the Hedgehog and listen to Shadow the Hedgehog music, primarily because I've been watching a load of playthroughs of it recently. Oh, fun times. I read what I type, so I don't sound dumb and confusing. It's more the whole thing of, like, I'm already showing you guys what I'm doing in terms of, like, work. But it's like, if I'm doing any, like, DMs or anything else like that, I might as well share that with you if I'm doing stuff to do with work. You know, because at least then you know what I'm inquiring about. Because I'm just thinking, like, when I was last talking to Bakers about geometry nodes and things, Geometry nodes can be really powerful in terms of making automated things or systems that allow you to make a lot of this easier. And I'm thinking, well, if I can get like a certain grid layout for this and have it so the buildings appear in different locations and spacing on that grid layout, and technically that just automates the entire process. If I can click something that says, look, this collection of buildings, you can just mess around with this and create an entire city in like 2 seconds. I'll be really happy about that. So, way ahead of you, I'm playing Shadow the Hedgehog right now, says Damon. Dude, I'm envious because like everybody says it's a really bad game, but it's made off the Sonic Heroes engine. The only thing that's different about it is the vehicles and gunplay. So, and Heroes wasn't bad. You ever get sassy ankles, says Sammy. Wait, what? Right. All my fam hears is click, 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 click down the hall when I walk, Sammy. My ankles are sassy. Okay, that's crazy. So from this, what I might actually do as well at some point is do like flags that hang off here. Because that would be cool, having like the occasional building with a flag with like the Delta rune on it. But what I've got to do is build some more of these buildings. They snap and click, so the sassy society. I don't think that's a good thing, having snapping ankles, That sounds more like you might need to get that checked, no offense. And if that was me, I'd be genuinely worried. I'd be like, whoa, what? Okay, so let's do this. Gotta get this building. The problem with this building is it's weird. It's isolated on its own. There's an upstairs to it, but you can't get to it. There's 2 doors on the ground floor. I'm gonna have to make it bigger. So what we'll do is we'll make it so it has these stairs going up to the back. Right? And then we'll take the doorway and all of the above. And we'll have it so that there's a door on the second floor, and the idea is you can just walk through there if you want. It's like an area for cover and shade, and the rest will be oh my god, I just realized. Hang on. Oh, I've got to do that. Right, so for this is going to be a tiny reference as well, which is going to be so good. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do 1, 2, wait, I'll do it that way. 3, 4. Just gotta make sure I get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So we'd have like 8 pillars there, representing the souls. That'd be really cool. Delta rune necklace? Wait, what? Oh, nice. Did you get it from Etsy? Because I've been looking at some of those recently. Another one that I was looking for on Etsy a while back was a tape from that. It was like a retro tape that was see-through that had Undertale on it. I think it was Megalovania or Hopes and Dreams. Hang on, Etsy. That moment when you type in Undertale and you get all kinds of cursed stuff. Oh, disgusting. It's like you get some really good stuff, like the book that I mentioned, The Best of Wingding, an A5 comic book that I put in the Toil's house for a laugh, and I showed that off a while ago. And then you get like the Deltarune locket necklace, but then you get some really, really cursed stuff. That's one that I still want, the hollow print of Asriel. Oh, 20% off. Might get that and frame it. There's a Jevil keychain, that one looks pretty cool. The only problem I have with this stuff is I'd pay for all of it, but like the shipping to the UK is absolutely terrible. I have to pay like an extra $20 on top of everything. Like, come on. Sounds really bad of me as well, but I like a lot of this stuff. It's just shipping to the UK is just super bad. Because I remember I got my determination pin from the... Got like a pin with Frisk on that just says stay determined. And I'm like, yes! It's awesome. It's either that or I just get an acrylic key charm of Taft, the character that I use from Klonoa. But let's see here. Art Sans long building style. Or just long building. Let's see. I Am All of Me is the most meme-worthy... is almost as meme-worthy as the Revengeance OST. Dude, the music for Shadow's game is actually pretty good. Including, like, Power Man. I think it's either Rob Zombie or Power Man 9000 for one of them. It's like, what? Sent you a image on Discord. That's going to be in the Undernet, then? Potentially? Think, maybe? Oh, that reminds me. Oh, Funny Bones is in the Undernet. Hang on. When's this? I'm trying to think. Oh, that reminds me. When's the dev hangout? 12th? When the heck is the 12th? Sunday. Oh, okay. That's going to be awkward. 12th at 9 o'clock? When the heck is that going to be? Like, my time? I'm not entirely sure. I just joined the Undernet one by accident there. I'm like, oops. It's not in the event list because it's a private one. You have to ask Kara what that is. Discord go brrr. It's legit awesome, says David. Like, the thing is, some people will probably hear me talking about Shadow's game like that and be like, dude, you just memeing on it. There's no way you hate. I mean, you like that game. It's like, no, seriously, I really enjoy Shadow's game, especially from what I remember, because it was one of the first games I think me and Jem played together where we were just having a good laugh, and I watched Jem play through like most of it while I was just chilling in the background and we were just talking about Sonic stuff. So it's like, heck yeah, it's awesome. It just makes me want to watch Snapcube's playthrough of it again as well. Let's do this. Oh, come on out. I remember the whole thing about the Sonic X voice actors being controversial at the time, though, because of the whole deal with Dean Bristow passing away, and of course, then they get the Sonic X voice actors in to do the lines, and everyone's like, "The heck is this?" You know, that was controversial. It's as controversial as Sonic 06 introducing Silver. Because I remember that and be like, another hedgehog? We've just had Shadow. We don't need another one. And before I like do this like New Home, get New Home done, and then take a break and just stream Shadow. I'm old enough that I don't really care about looking cringy to people, says Damon. See, I think the thing is, like, I think for me, I'm just like, no, I definitely remember enjoying this, and I'm not shy of saying that purely because, like, people can say, like, oh, what the heck, you like A, B, or C, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really care that much anymore. I'm like, yeah, I enjoy this, whatever, you know. I find that everybody that I'm interacting with online at the moment, I'm lucky that actually kind of enjoys similar stuff. So it's not as if I'm running into somebody who's literally like, oh, this is totally bad. This is the reason why I hate this. This is why you shouldn't like it. You know, I've just got really, really lucky in that sense. So I'm happy about that because it means I don't have to worry about all that crap. Yeah. Oh god, Sonic Underground, yeah. I'll admit Sonic Underground was bad. I remember it was one of the only Sonic shows on in the UK ages ago. Like literally when it was first running. I remember watching it when it was first out and being like, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. And then you watch it now and it's like, oh god, what was I thinking? That I will say I had bad tastes for. It's okay, we'll just have Jaleel White play literally everybody. Oh, fun times. By the end of tonight, I should have all of these buildings done. So then I can go ahead and just create the background for New Home. And then we can go from there and create the walk and everything else, and it'll look so awesome. Especially because it'll be in fully 3D. Like I went to Project Emmett in HD. I mentioned that before, but I went to Project Emmett 3.0 in HD like twice, I think it was, because people helped me get there. Because they were like, "Have you seen Undertale in HD?" I was like, "Wait, what? There's an Undertale in HD that is going on, and I'm not working on it." They were like, "Yeah, yeah, just check it out." And then I checked it out. I'm like, "Okay, this is an interesting interpretation." And then I turned everything into a joke with Toriel. We'll curse Toriel again because it was messing around, calling out Asgore in his own palace. Oh, let's see. Damon says, yeah, people think that because you like something, it dictates your entire personality. Honestly, I think it's fine. It's like, I definitely don't mind people not liking the same thing as me because they don't have to, you know, that's why everybody's unique. It's also why I like talking to so many people because people can like through the differences that people have, they can actually introduce you to new things. Or you can have a laugh at other things that you previously liked and be like, oh no, no. It's used for torturing enemies of the state, says Lucky. Yeah. That and the original Wii U release Sonic Boom as well. It's okay. Nobody remembers Rise of Lyric because nobody wants to. It's okay, just remember, Rise of Lyric can't hurt you. It's like that one where it's like, it's okay, darling. We have Sonic at home, but it's Rise of Lyric. It's like, no! No, I don't want to play it. It's got so many bugs. So bad. I don't know actually what's worse at this point. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, or Sonic 06. But because at least Sonic 06 had me interested to the point where I went out, bought it, and completed it. You know, and then didn't find it that bad a game until years later when I when I started doing games testing and then was like, oh god, because for some strange reason with games testing, when you've done it, you can't then find a game that isn't broken. And yeah, I was not able to enjoy any game after that. And I'm just like, oh no, Sonic 06 really is a terrible broken mess. It's not just like a couple of people saying it's bad. Is where somebody clips that and goes, wait a minute, did you hear that? He said 06 was good back in the day. It's like, yeah, when I first played it, and it was the only Sonic game on the Xbox, I'm like, yeah, it's okay, I suppose. What's your opinion on Sonic Frontiers? Sonic Boom, not Frontiers. Sonic Boom is the bad one. Sonic Boom is the one that was released on the Wii U that was totally broken and had the infamous bug where you could jump with Knuckles infinitely and just escape every level. Sammy says, me over here not understanding Sonic stuff. Now I know how my mum feels when I talk about Undertale or FNAF. It's not that bad. Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is weird. It's like some aspects of it are really fun, like the open zones and everything, just exploring and running around in your own stuff. The combat's pretty cool. The bosses, apart from the final one, from what I've heard, are absolutely peak. You know, like, it gets let down by the cyberspace levels and the storyline, I think, to me personally. Because, like, they tried to go the same route that some of the other different franchises like Halo did, where they're like, okay, we'll bring in a writer for the books or something, and we'll write stuff that, yeah, it links back to all the previous games, but it's like, it kind of takes away from the cool thing about those other games. Like, you didn't need to know where Chaos was from or where the Emeralds came from. Apparently, they came from a completely different planet now, and it's like, wait, what? You know? So it's like, it's really weird. The Sega's doing a lot of weird stuff with Sonic recently, including releasing, what was it, Sonic Dreams on Apple Arcade or something, and it looks like a really good Sonic game in 3D, and yeah, it's completely restricted to Apple devices. So you know, like, hardly anyone's going to play that. Like, every other fan at the moment is like, what are you even doing? And then you got people saying, well, Apple funded it, you know, so it's up to them whether they want to release it on, like, multi-platform and stuff. It's like, bring it to Steam. It actually looks good. And I want to play Superstars as well, because Superstars looks fun. Cyberspace is never good in games. The thing is, I'm just reading Lucky's here. When starting Starfield, it was fairly stable compared to other Bethesda titles, but lately I'm noticing more and more stuff being broken that could have been made a bit better. Yeah, Starfield has been getting blasted after launch. the whole thing with like the Cyberfield stages and Sonic Frontiers are that they're meant to be like recreations of older Sonic stages, but again, Sega are using uh older stage themes, like most famously Chemical Plant, Green Hill, and Sky Sanctuary, I think it is, from the old Generations game. And they're just using those assets to make these level layouts. And they're like, oh, look, it's these level layouts. It's like, well, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's not really that good, is the best way of putting it. It's like, they're bringing back old stuff, that's fine, but it's like, put more effort in, because if you notice, like, what Sega's been doing with some of their stuff, like their other properties, you'll notice that, like, they seemingly, at the moment, are putting more money into every other property that they've got rather than Sonic, which is just weird, you know. Or at least that's how it comes across, because like with people saying the Apple one was funded by Apple, you can tell because it looks a lot better than some of the other games that Sega's made, and it's like, well, if that's the case, then they're either not using enough money on Sonic or they're spending it in the wrong way, you know. Like, the thing is, I don't mind it when games reuse assets in a smart way, but the thing is, Sega have been reusing the same assets for literally like the past decade. It's almost like these assets are Skyrim, you know, because Skyrim's been re-released, like GTA 5, I think it was, over and over and over and over again for like the past decade. It's pretty much like that. They're like, we spent a load of time making these assets for generations. We're just gonna reuse them. It's like, that's fine and all, but this is like the fifth or something game, or at least it feels like it, to use these assets. Come on, you know. Uh, David says, yeah, games do that. Like, bugs get activated after you've played for more than a few hours and you can't refund it. That's messed up, that. But that's just a theory, a conspiracy theory. Don't make me get my map avatar. You know it's serious when he brings out the map pack. Matthew Patrick has been summoned. I swear I have memeable moments that I've got on recording for a laugh for the next Immersiontale update that feature Matt Pat. Like, I swear I've got it recorded where somebody mentioned Matt Pat with like FNAF when I didn't even prompt them to, and then next moment I was like, I hear it, and then I'm just like, you summoned him, and then I just turned into Matt Pat and went crazy, and everyone's like, oh no, he's here. It was pretty funny. Sammy says, I've been drawing Undertale AU characters as Hollow Knight versions. I love my Papyrus version. I've given little wings. Oh, nice. It's like Borderlands, where the newest one had textures from the first Borderlands game. It's like, I don't mind people reusing assets, like companies reusing assets, as long as they don't really overdo it. You know, because I understand it's to save money and time and everything, but you'd think now, after like a decade, I think it was, since Generations has been released, that they'd actually just make a new game without these assets. Like, let's see, Sonic Generations, I swear it was like 2013 or something. What was it? Oh, 2011. There we go. I need to actually play Generations again, because the last time I played it, it didn't feel too good. And it was just like, what the hell? What was I even thinking about when I played this game? And was like, oh, it's amazing, you know, and everybody's giving it like 9 out of 10. Right, let's see. Okay, so this needs... this to be back here. Oh, where'd the other one go? Duplicate link. Yeah, okay. And then we got the top section here. Oh. Add mesh cube. Apparently Sonic Unleashed hasn't been re-released because they can't get the licensing for the music as well, because Endless Possibilities was sung by, I think, the lead singer from Sum 41. Hang on, Sonic Endless Possibilities. See the wiki for that. Oh no, that was it. Not Sum 41. Bowling for Soup. That moment where I'm looking at the Sonic Wikia for this information, and then in the related wikias, it's like you can look at JoJo, Garfield, Tekken's wiki, or versus battles, and it says SCP-2747. It's like, what the heck? Metaton looks like he has butterfly wings, which is ironic because Lustfeld's Metaton nickname is Butterfly. Lustfell, is that a combination of two other ones? Like Underfell, and I think there's another one called Lusttail or something. That was it, Underlust and Underfell. I was trying to remember. That's the only problem with me being slightly newer to the fandom for obvious reasons. It's like when I'm trying to figure out all the names for everything, I will occasionally get stuff wrong. I'm like, oh, okay, I know stuff like Mafia Tale and stuff like that. And it's just like, then I'll get all the stuff wrong and be like, oops. And then people will be like, dude, found out, not a real fan. And I'm like, oh no. The original story for Underlust is actually really good. Huh. Check it out. One that I keep waiting on that I don't think will be finished at the moment is Gas's Great Escape for Deltarune, because the person that's writing that is having some trouble at home or something. So with like family, so they've put it on hold. Damon says, I get the game development is a pain and making new assets would take away from development of features, but it's getting pretty lazy. Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things when you don't want to see game development get sour or lazy. You know, just obviously it takes time to make stuff, but at the same time it's like, come on, this is getting a bit too crazy now in terms of like how lazy this is looking on some occasions. Can I just do that and then we put this down here? Excuse me. Oh. That's why I like indie games a lot more, because there's genuinely a lot more effort put into them, you know? I think that's something I've said like multiple times on the channel where I'm just like, dude, indies are so much better right now, and have been for quite a while. See how big this is. Okay, so tutorial can at least fit in here. Oh, come on now. It's a really weird building, but I'll get it to work. Give me a sec. And I'm back. I was just checking on the wife. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you very much for that. Matthew Tail, don't even get me started on Songfell or the commission sooner or later you'll be mine. Okay, right. Let's do this. Bring this wall down here. And then I'm going to need to... Excuse me. Delete that face, delete that face. Talking too much. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Nice, refreshing drink of water. This stream should literally just be renamed to that moment where Dave tries to model all of New Home and instead talks about Sonic for like... How long have we been going? 2 hours? Okay, let's bring this in slightly. Ooh. Oh, come on now. That's it. red is X. So if I bring that in slightly, then we're good there. Yeah, it's good. Sonic's awesome. Thanks, Damon. Sorry, I was continuing my rants as Damon. Damon's on the warpath. Let's get 90 here. We'll put this other door up here. Make sure that's placed correctly. Yep, there we go. And then we can put like windows and details on the upper floors and stuff. Right, I think this is good for the moment. Yeah, I'm going to need some of the smaller windows. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 5 at the top. So we'll do this kind of thing where instead put like 2 here, duplicate linked to over here, and then we'll do like a couple of the other ones in the other areas. Oop, come on, dude. Oop, come on. There we go. So if I take this one and put that in the center, and then have that flanked by maybe 1 here, and then 1 here, I think that's going to be okay. And then it can just have the top part as well. That doesn't look too bad. And then I can have the rampart design yet again here. So we'll take this, duplicate the object instead of duplicating linked instance. That's gonna be like what? Number 12 or 13. I'm not keeping track of how many of these buildings I'm making, and I'm just about to get to the Black Knight stuff, because I think instead of doing the bridge one, actually I could do the bridge one. Do the bridge one and then do the Black Knight stuff, and I'd be close to 20, roughly. There we go. Baker's just got back to me. Baker says, here's proofs of concept for the building scattering module. Here's a rundown. Make a new collection on the scene hierarchy. Put the only objects you want to scatter in that collection. Put the geometry nodes modifier. Set the building spawner on the plane. And then select the collection and tell it how many objects there are in the collection. Add geometry to the plane. If you don't like a specific building on a certain vertex, just move the vertex slightly and it'll pick a different one. Interesting. I shall check this out after stream. If you don't mind. Just still building tons of buildings here at the moment. Hey, what was that, Damon? Fun fact, I made the barrier in my AAU, so now it needs 10 souls to break it. Just finished eating some homemade spicy chicken and I might have made it too hot. My eyes are watering, says Damon. No! No, you madman. I found a magnet with the word woman written on it. What the heck, says Sammy. Right, so here we go. If I just take the or the two sections out, because this is a really thin building. I take that out. Just go delete faces there, and then just take these ones and bring them over. Technically, we're good. What did I miss this? I mean, not much, not much. I'm almost finished with this building. Just need... Let's try those three, though. If I can separate those, then move them down slightly. What I might do is after this, just quickly see if memes and everyone are still in the undernet. So that'd be fun to have a little text chat to people again. Ooh, let's put that there. So about there then. I can delete that up to about there. I think that should be right. Oh, crap. And then I can just join like that, go to origin. Oh. Let's see. That's really close to the edge, but on the other side, I don't think it is. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, David, don't. Don't. Okay, so that's that one. That's pretty basic. It's not too bad. It gives me a little bit more variety at least. So we got the long building here, and I need to actually name these pieces again. I just remembered. So how many have we done here? Oh. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 buildings. Okay. It's not too bad. The weird thing is, I can change some of these so I can have that one double up as like, take the roof off that and have that as 13. The same with this one, I can take the tower off it and make that one, make that a plus. Let's see about this one. Same with number 8 here, we can make that a plus. We can get new buildings out of that if we want. Same with maybe that one, number 11, we can make that a plus. So yeah, we got a couple of instances where I can change this up and get more buildings. So I can get like, I've got 12, we've got 13, technically 14, 15, 16. This heart button is badly placed. Why isn't it at the top instead of all the way at the bottom? I just wish it was like off to the side or something, because like where I'm looking at the moment is absolutely terrible. It cuts off some of the text, so it makes it hard for me to read. There we go. So we got that. What I might do here is quickly have a look at Black Knight stuff. I'm getting different messages from different people here, I think. Hang on. It said I had 2 messages, but there's only one off Baker's. What the... Double checking this now. I'm just reading some other stuff now from the Discord real quick. I was like, wait a minute, what's this? And then Reddit was like, huh. How do they fuel the reactor if they don't poop? Says Dave. Wait, what? But Dave, where do they poop? Hey Dave, speaking of, have you ever heard of Bacon Tail? Is that the one? Hang on. I think I've heard of a fandom of that. Hang on. Oh, there's Hunger Tail. What the heck? Wait, what? I'm just reading some of the wiki now. Frisk attempts to stay in the ruins with Toriel, but accidentally battled her because they wanted breakfast. Oh, that sounds funny. Sans startled Frisk, which causes them to slap and kill him. Jeez! They reset to undo this mistake. I swear I've seen like a fandom of it, but the fandom was wild, no offense. Oh yeah. It can be crazy sometimes. Yeah, that was the one that I was reading for Hunger Tale. Despite everything, you're still hungry. I need to rewatch the video. So, where is it? Bacon Tale. I swear. Yeah, there we go. Betty Levy, or Bettina Levy did a compilation of fandom stuff 7 years ago. Bettina's also the one that I referenced for part of Immersiontale, if I remember rightly. We got all this stuff going on. Right, I think I'm going to be going in a little bit after I've deleted that because I've just seen that's a mess. Wait, did that delete something else? No. Okay. So I only need a couple more buildings, I think. I'm going to open another blender here and just see what the stuff from Sonic and the Black Knight was. Let's see what everybody else is in VR chat for a moment. Social. Oh, Gast is in the Undernet Hub. Cool. Mims is on. Sailor's on. Kitty Evie's on. Green Pebble's on. Damon's obviously on. Virus is on. Cool. How many people are in the Undernet Hub? 18? Okay, interesting. Shall keep that in mind. I wonder what Undertale would look like as Cult of Lamb, says Sammy. I know Frisk's voice actress for Immersiontale likes Cult of Lamb. And also Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know why I got stuck there for a moment. The cat is here. Oh, nice! Say hi for me. Okay, so here we go. We got, dude, this really tiny shack here. Oh my god, I can do that. I can do that really tiny shack as a model. Oh, that's gonna be so funny. Let's do it right. So we got Unleashed. Uh, Sonic Unleashed. Buildings new. Sonic and Black. Oh no, wait. Sonic and the Black Knight. Or I can just put story series. Story. Storybook building style. My cat is famous here, says Sammy. Dude, this is gonna be so good having all these done and then textured. Having them all textured and ready to go, and then I can just randomly place them. It's gonna be so good. Like, for instance, let's see. If I open another Blender window for a moment. It's actually opened the one that Baker's sent. I'll try and dissect this a little bit. So we've got what building scatter. Okay, so this is what Baker's sent before. Let's get rid of VR chat for a moment. So we're looking at randomly placing stuff on geometry, and the idea is that when you move stuff, the geometry then moves with it. So like for instance here, that's a building spawner. That's a node set up on, is that? Hang on. That's custom, right? So if I go to layout here, those are the models. I understand that. And these are the models on a grid. So how do I manipulate the grid? Okay, so yeah, it's vert based. So if I oh wow, I can literally like move that and it randomly spawns different variations of the building depending on where it is. Interesting. But apparently the way that it's facing is whichever way it's spawned. So I'd have to do something about the way that it's facing or rotating. But essentially you could then take that, make it absolutely gigantic like this, and then subdivide it, and then subdivide it again, and as you can see, we're quickly getting a lot of buildings here. And that's already basically a city in itself. So if I can just do that, put it in an area that I want, and then just have all those buildings spawn, then that will obviously solve a lot of issues and a lot of time, problems. If I can have that, so it just spawns everything really good, and I can just make a few tweaks to it, then that's going to create a city in no time. That moment where I have to remember I'm not selecting anything else other than areas that are safe to look at the moment. That reminds me, I need to do a potential teaser for the new update, even though I'm not going to be doing the actual update until I've got a lot more done. Like, the idea is, for the update, what do you think, guys? I can either drop an update which is just the ruins, and then do one for Waterfall, and then one for New Home, or alternatively, I can do the following. I can wait, because I've got the ruins done, but I can wait until Waterfall, Snowden, Hotland, and New Home are all done, and I can do it as a massive update. Like, literally, I could do like the entire behind the scenes along with it. And if I wait that long, I could potentially put out the original AU trailer that I put out, the extended one, but in the new graphics style. with all the details and some extra scenes. So essentially, you'd get to see like just everything that's going on in its most up-to-date version, and you'd get to see new stuff. So it'd be like totally hype. Do only the ruins, like the demo version. I could do that. The thing is, it's like, to me, it's a case of, do I do one massive update? As long as you don't push yourself like last time. I mean, I'm going to be pushing myself either way, It's more the whole thing of, it's like, the way that I'm looking at it is, I'm not looking at this in terms of views. I'm looking at it in terms of what people will enjoy the most. I can literally throw all my cards on the table in one go and be like, look, here's everything that I've had up my sleeve. Enjoy. Plus the updated trailer. Or I can do it piece by piece, like I have been doing, where I'm like, okay, here's the ruins. Next time we'll look at Waterfall, then do Waterfall, then be like, okay, here's Waterfall. And then be like, okay, here's a slight update that I did to Snowden, because I need the ice and some of the buildings looking better now. That's not too much compared to everything else. It's like, okay, Snowden's update's been done. Here's the final update to Hotland, because Hotland just needs its outer cave wall doing, really. Which requires me to go back and do Waterfall. That's why I'm doing Waterfall again, primarily. And then it's like, after that, then I can do the core. It's like, okay, while I'm doing the core, do I put the new home update out? So it's awkward. Don't hurt your wrist, at least. Oh, yeah, no. Piece by piece for hype. The thing is, I think also I could do it instead of focusing on like hype, because I'm not really too worried about generating hype. But saying that, would it be better releasing content sooner, because then people have something that they can look at and it keeps their interest, Because I don't want people to lose interest, obviously, especially while things are being done in the background and I'm still waiting for voice actors' lines and stuff. But it's like, at the same time, I want that last trailer that I do to be absolutely magical. So it's like, do I just save everything or what? Where's Dave? Hi, Blair. I'm still here. Blair, here's one for you. I got an interesting conundrum. So you know how I'm obviously waiting on voice actor lines and stuff. I'm just thinking of how I should do updates in future, because I wanted originally to do like this massive update, but I feel like I might be overloading people a little bit with it. So I'm like, do I break it down and update people on the individual areas one at a time? So I do like an update for the ruins. I do an update for Waterfall when it's done. I do an update for Hotland when it's eventually finished, because it needs the exterior wall. Do I do one for New Home? Or do I throw everything in and just make one massive update? Because at the moment I'm thinking it might be better doing individual ones, because it keeps people interested over time. Because originally the idea of doing one massive one was like, this is just going to be absolutely insane. This is going to be the only update you'll ever, properly see, apart from the obvious release eventually. So I was just going to save everything and just drop it as one big massive bomb, of content. Save it all. If it means the fans wonder what's happening, then it means bigger surprise in the end. Potentially, yeah. It's like, I don't want to spoil stuff, but at the same time, it's like fans need to know what's going on, so if you want to update more frequently, then split them into two. It's like, because I don't want to keep people left in the dark, because people are already asking me, like, when's the next update? When's Immersiontale going to be out? And I'm like, I keep saying I need to wait for voice lines, and thus it's giving me time to do the other areas and do them up as well as I'm doing. You know? So it's like, I do feel like one area at a time would be a bit better to keep people updated, at least, even if it's only just a small sort of video where it shows off little bits and just says, look, this is done, and then we do like the proper update later on or something. You know, like small teasers. Because I could easily do like, the beginning of Undertale, where it's the do 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 do. There's a couple of bits on YouTube that are actually done with, I think, where is it? It's done on like a music box or something. I could easily time the update with like music box music for that, and then just have it play a couple of bits of the update over that, and then just have it go off, so it only lasts like 5 or 6 seconds. You know, it must feel awesome that people are excited about it. See, the thing is, I was totally blown away by how hyped people were for the last update. Like, don't get me wrong, like trying to interact with everybody was pretty hard. And I love that kind of environment as well, because it shows that people really, really care about this and are really excited. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to just spoil anything, too much. So, like, teasers constantly. Yeah, like, the best way to describe it is I did 1 or 2 a while ago when I'd done areas, and I showed off just a very minute portion. It was like I did one for Home ages ago, or the Ruins, and it was just the player character reading the monster history in tutorials while the fire was going, and it had the music in the background. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if I just do that, but instead do a couple of panning shots through the ruins, like every time it goes to another part of the song, so it's like ding, 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 that's 3 shots, right? Like ding, 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 another 3. And then we just wait until, you get to the end of the leitmotif part, and then you just cut it there. So it'd be like a small teaser. It's just, I don't want to keep people in the dark, but I also want to save a lot of this stuff for like a massive update and be like, check it out, Because it's like, it's either that, or I'm just thinking about it now. It's either that, or I do more updates like this when I show work in progress and I talk over it. Because that wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know how many people would be interested in that style personally. Do both then, teasers and a massive update. Because the last one was Heartland, where people were like, whoa. So, yeah, maybe, because we're so close to getting the Ruins done, if I can get Wally to do Frisk, then the Ruins are basically done. I just need Frisk for this. So once the Ruins are done, I need to catch up with a bunch of people. I've been saying I'll do that this week, and I haven't yet, because obviously I've been again focused on doing 3D modeling, which is a pain in the butt, because I keep doing this, I keep putting it off. I need to, either tomorrow or the day after, I'll get in contact with everybody for VA, because I need those updates as well, so I can give constant progression updates. Because we're 40% done with VA stuff, and I need to keep track of that, because if I don't, then that gets out of hand, and then before you know it, I'm wondering where the hell I am. It's pretty crazy. Lots of things to take into consideration. My cat suggested saving Hotland and Waterfall for a bigger update. I think maybe, depending on how much I get of New Home done, I could put Ruins and New Home together, and then do Waterfall and Hotland. And then do the core as like the last one. I know it's slightly out of order, but IDK, how you do it, my guy? But you got some mad determination. It's like I've said before. I was thinking about an actual video for that, like a small animation for that. But it's like, it's what I said in one of the other streams for this, where I was like, I've ever since I left education with like nothing basically from being picked on constantly. I've always wanted to create a project like this because the goal literally that I set myself was like, if I can teach myself stuff that's way better than I could do when I was in high school, when I was getting picked on, then it kind of makes all of this worth it. Because essentially I promised myself where I was like, dude, to get my own back in my own special way, I've got to be better than what I was, So then I'm like, okay, I'll be passionate about something that I really enjoy. And I was like, I'll throw myself in the deep end and do games design in 3D. And for years, I've been doing projects like this over and over and over again. And most of them have just failed and left me on my own, where I'll be doing stuff, I'll be doing levels, I'll be doing 3D work, I'll be throwing every little bit of myself into these projects. So it becomes a really personal thing for me. And it's always me that ends up being the only one remaining because everyone either gets bored, they get poached by other dev teams. And that's why, like, in this case, I'm like, right, I'll try not relying on too many people, but I do need help. And even though I'm reluctant to get that help, honestly, it's like, I'm sat here thinking, it's the best bet I've got in any community project because of how passionate this community is about this game, And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. This will be the one. I need it to break the cycle. So that determination has never stopped in terms of being like, right, I'm not gonna be the last one this time. This one will be the one that gets done. After like 20 years of me doing this project will be the one that breaks the cycle. It's just... Honestly, like, before when I was thinking about it, I was like, dude, I'm basically in the same position Asriel is, where he's just getting driven crazy because he's done everything else and nothing's worked for him. It's like, just get the player looking up at Asriel's model and then just put that out as a teaser and just be like, yep, I know how you feel, my dude. It's driving me crazy too. But yeah, it's like, I just want one win under my belt where I can be like, I've done something, I've thrown everything in again, and it's worked this time. If I can get that, if I can get this all to work out how I've calculated it this time, if everything works out, then I will be extremely happy, and it will have meant that all this time that I've spent doing things like this will not be a waste. And it will have actually been worth it. So it's like all this time I've really worked my ass off as well. It's absolutely nuts. It's like I remember mentioning it in all the streams where I'm like, dude, I've missed out on entire things like Christmases and stuff because I've worked through them so hard trying to get stuff like this done. It's like I forfeited going out with like family members and things because I'm like, dude, I want this win. It's like I want it that badly. It's like, dude, I this one needs to be the one that breaks the cycle for me. It just has to be. I can't accept failure with this. I really can't, which is why I'm like, when people are like, so what have you done with this project? What's going to make it be the one for you? When is it going to be finished? It's like, I've done as much as I can to make sure that this will get completed by me and me alone. But I definitely do need that extra help from people for like voice acting and doing 3D stuff. But at least it's not sort of like solely the creation side of things, because before it was stuff like I was waiting for people to do on other projects to do like textures or levels or character rigs, and no joke, that would literally ruin everything because I couldn't do that stuff at the time. And then I spent like 20 years doing all of this and trying to get it to work, and it's like, it's just got to be the one, man. This has to be the one. No, it's nuts. Don't make me cry, Dave says Sammy. I don't mean to. It's just, it's driven me crazy, It's that whole thing, like Asriel says, it's like he's tried when he's Flowey, he's tried every different way of getting out of the situation that he's in. He's interacted with everybody in every single conceivable way, and he just can't figure another way out. So he's gotten bored and sour, and it's like, dude, I don't want to be like that. I really don't want to be like that. When everyone says to me, like, where does all this determination come from? It's like, I am not failing. I do not want to fail again. There we go. There's another building done at the same time as well. It's like, it's why I love Undertale just as a game anyway. Because, like, I was at one of my really lowest points when I played it. Like, at the time, I was suffering from absolutely mad depression, like the lowest I've ever been, because I was in a really stressful situation and I felt like I was a complete burden to everybody else around me. I've got my condition to deal with that I've talked about before. And on top of that, I just basically lost both of my arms because I'd been playing too much games, so I'd lost the use of both of them. And it got to the point where when I was trying to recover from that, when I was doing like homemade physio and stuff, because there were no doctors available at the time, it's like, basically I didn't know whether I was going to get my arms back or not, So I'm sat there and I'm just like, well, that's it then, I'm screwed, right? I can't walk, I can't do anything with my arms, I'm basically just a torso with a head. And no joke, that was a really messed up time for me. And yeah, it was not good for me mentally. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll just check out some stuff online. And I'm like, you know what? I've not played Undertale for a while, but I don't know why, but something's telling me that I should play it right now. I'm like, yeah, go on, I'll do that. And the next minute, I'm just like, this is amazing, and everything starts clicking with me, and I'm just like, okay, this is neat. This is giving me, a lot of feels. Because the thing is, like, when I mentioned about the being picked on and stuff, a lot of that was really bad for me. And the reason why I say that in that sort of way, just let me do this really small building. The reason why I say that is because, like, when I got picked on, it went on for 8 years, and I'd be getting beaten up, I'd be getting called names all the time. And this also links in a little bit to Immersiontale as well, because of the player's story. But, like, it left me unsure of who I was, because there were certain things that I was forced to do to defend myself, to kind of make sure that I didn't do anything stupid that was bad. I became a person that I don't think I wanted to be as a result. And I've mentioned it before on stream, but, like, there were some really stupid times where I've injured people when I was going through that period of time, because it was in self-defense, but I took the wrong sort of actions. It's akin to, like, I'd be throwing furniture at people. I stabbed at least one person in the wrist, which could have gone bad. And I'm like, I don't like who I am. So it's like you bottle all of that up for 20 years and put it in the back of your mind, and you think, yeah, I've got over that. I've got a fresh start when I'm going to somewhere else where there's nobody that recognizes me. So I can have a fresh start. And you kind of bottle it up and you don't exactly address it for so many years, and you kind of just play it off and try and play the funny guy role. And then all of a sudden, when you get this really bad depressive moment, everything just comes flooding back. No joke. I think after I played Undertale, and after all of this had happened, I spent literally about 6 to 8 months just randomly crying, at different points in time. And I think it was because I was still trying to unpack everything. And I'm just like, dude, this is all kinds of messed up, And I'm thinking to myself, what the heck has happened? Like, trying to unpack everything and try and make sense of it. And I was like, I figured out now that I think it's a result of a lot of Undertale's writing being familiar that I managed to look at the characters in certain situations they were in and be like, dude, this is relatable because I feel like I've kind of lived this a little bit. You know, sounds really stupid, but it's like some instances, especially like Alphys with the self-deprecation and stuff, I'm just like, oh boy, especially with the self-loathing, you know. So it's like that really hurt when I was playing. And then yeah, I get to the end and I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. It's emotionally made me dump all my baggage out, and I feel a lot better as a person. I feel like a completely new person now. I think part of what helped was, again, it's that whole thing of when you start the game, it's that whole thing of when you get into it, you slowly start looking at the characters instead of being code as actual characters, and you start relating to them, you start forming friendships with them, and even though it's really Frisk's journey, you slowly start feeling that, your imagination kicks in, and you slowly start imagining the environments and all the little details and what they look like, and before you know it, it feels like you're actually part of the adventure, you know? So there's nobody there judging you, really, as you would expect from like real life. Instead, it's all the characters that just want out of a really crappy situation and just see you as their ticket to get out. No, but it's like there's nobody there to judge you for your actions other than you. And then Sans at the end. It's like, dude, of course I'm gonna get the best ending. You know, it'll help me mentally. Let's see, medium. Black Knights. Yeah, when it comes to determination and me, I have so much of it. It's ridiculous, you know. Because I literally just will not accept failure. after everything I've been through and everything that was familiar about this game, I do not accept failure for anything. It's like I'm going to complete this project and it will finish this entire cycle of me trying to figure out who the hell I am and what happened to me. No, it will be the final cherry on top for things, because it will almost be like my victory. You know, when I promised to myself, like, yeah, I'm going to get better than what I was in high school, and that's going to be my way of getting revenge for everything that happened to me. It's like that's going to be finally the satisfying result, where it's like, sure, the people that you know, the people that did this to me are either not around anymore, don't care, or arrested, because I know that for a fact. Some of them ended up being criminals and getting arrested. But it's like, the people that did this to me do not care anymore. They've probably got their own families, they're doing their own lives or whatever else. But to me, I still have not got past that point, really, where I'm like, I feel crap. I feel worse than everybody else. You guys did this to me. And the only way I'm going to get that closure is if I finish something like this. And I've done so many other projects that have just failed as a result. And it's just like, no, that is not happening. That is really, really not happening. You know? And the worst part about it is when I start thinking about all the stuff that I did to get here to this point, and I'm like, dude, all that time spent just working on other different things, like, there was no joke when I was doing like a Sonic project between 2005 and 2009. I spent literally years working through like Christmases and family holidays and things it was, where I could have gone on holiday and I was like, no, I'm forfeiting. You know, like, no joke when I tell you every single day was a grind doing content. This is when I had my other YouTube channel, when it wasn't, you know, like completely destroyed because of YouTube's copyright system, so I ended up making this channel instead after it. But it's like every single day, every single hour almost was a grind for me where I'm like, right, I'm working on content, I'm working on A, B, or C, I'm missing out on family time or whatever. And then whenever somebody's come up to me recently and been like, dude, you know, like, I remember some guy I was in the industry with, and he turned around and went, you know what, I'm thinking of getting into games design and stuff. And I was like, don't even bother. And he's like, why? I was like, I've done that. It's a bad route to take. There's no job security. Do coding instead. And he's like, why? And I was like, because it's the one thing that I wish I'd done, because coding has a lot more job security. And he's like, okay. He goes and does training to do coding, and now he's actually working for like a tech company doing like website design and other stuff. He actually gets paid decently, and I'm like, dude, that's brilliant, you know. Anything to stop people from making the same mistake. We love you, Dave, says Blur. Thank you very much. You know, sometimes life can throw hurdles at you, and to overcome it feels like a beatdown. It's like, it doesn't help as well with, you know, me saying multiple times where I feel like I've definitely got undiagnosed ADHD and stuff, because everything feels like an uphill battle to me in terms of learning and stuff. And I always seem to get distracted at certain points by little things that others haven't, to the point where, like, I remember my report card for school for ages was just, guy gets too distracted, he's too busy talking to everybody else in class. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I get distracted easily, you know. And I'm thinking about all these times, like, when I was really depressed, I was thinking about it. And I'm just like, dude, what's up with me? And then when people in stream were like, dude, you might actually have ADHD because it's sounding a lot like it, I'm like, it's terrible. Everything feels like it's an uphill battle to me on top of everything else I've already gone through. This is literally driving me insane, you know? It's nuts. Let's see, if we go back to here, and then we drag this out so it's a square. It's why I put so much effort into this project, because it's like, it's not only do I like Undertale, but it's like every other project I've done like this has had the same amount of passion, if not a little bit less put into it. It's like, I'm not going to stop putting that amount of effort in now, especially when I love it this much. Right, we can do another door upstairs and a smaller window. Cube. Come on, man. There is no escape for hugs. Thanks for the hugs, by the way, and the, you know, the support, guys. Sometimes, you know, like when you hear people online, they think, oh, you know, it's crazy because you're just dumping all of your baggage and everything on people. It's like, I don't mean to just dump stuff on everybody. It's more the whole thing of, it's just like, people ask about this stuff and it's like, I gotta give you a good enough answer, and the answer is exactly, you know, what I've just detailed. Everything is painful, and I just want it to end. You know, I want this to be satisfying so I can turn around and be like, yeah, it's done. You know, I can look back at it and go, at least one thing that I've done was good. And it actually got completed. Let's go here, and then we can go like this, pull this out here. And then we just go, boop. I can't wait to throw all of these together with textures on and just get them all done so I can see if that city thing works, because if it does, I'm going to be super happy. So many different buildings though, but then again, it's worth it at the end of the day. That moment where I start doing player stuff for Immersiontale is going to be nuts, because I know somebody is going to turn around and be like, dude, this is, if it's based off what you've just said, then technically isn't it a self-insert? Because I remember somebody saying that ages ago, and they were like, dude, isn't this a self-insert? And I just turned around and went, well, technically, Undertale is already a self-insert because the player is part of Frisk's journey. That's why I was happy to change the entire plan around and have Frisk be way more in this. Because I'm just like, it's more about Frisk than anything else, and then the impact on the player rather than anything else. Go linked. There we go. Hands you a cat. Kitty! I remember when I got kidnapped by a cat once. Like, literally, you know when they sit on your lap? I went round a former friend's house once, and they had a cat. And sure enough, the cat just randomly sat on my lap and would not move. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and like, help, let me out. And they're like, can't go anywhere until the cat's moved. No. That was incredibly amusing. Kidnapped by a cat. It is! You get kidnapped by a cat. It's exactly that, kidnapped by a cat. They had chosen you as their purge. Yeah, it's just like they'll come over and sit in your lap and be like, warm. It's like, excuse me, I need to go home now. It's like 10 at night. And they're like, yeah, how about no? Next moment, I'm like, hey, excuse me. I need to get going. It's like, you're not going anywhere, human. Like, I much prefer dogs, though. Being held hostage by a cat. Yeah, more or less. What's going to be cool is I'm already thinking up after all that talk just of like how I can do, you know, the ending for Immersiontale. Because the idea is there's a slow build up to player reveal. Because the player reveal is only going to be at the ending. What I want to do is have hints of that. So like you'll never see the full player character model until the very end. But there'll be the, you know, like I want to do stuff like you cut off the shots where the head's there, or we have Frisk talking, but it's also the player and Frisk talking over each other at the same time. So it's like the voices are kind of merged as one, you know. And it's going to be cool having the player be at the very, very end with the save button. Which reminds me, I need to make the save point actually change, because I'm thinking of having how I've done the save point at the moment where it looks all pretty. I might do that in the multicolors and then have that be like an effect for the actual save button itself. Like, where is it? If I just pull up the save button for you guys. Oh, not the save button, sorry, the save particle system. You get to see what this is like, because I actually really like it. There it is. So yeah, this is, for those who haven't been here, I think Lucky will be one of them. This is the actual save star that we've got. Should do that as like a little teaser. Just put that out as an animation. But yeah, you see that everywhere. That's all the save points. And underneath it, there's light glowing underneath it all around it, so it emits on the area. Didn't the star spin? Yeah, but the thing is, like, when I was asking people about it, they're like, nah, it's fine, you can just do it like that. But I mean, I could make it spin, you know, on its axis, because it's just 2 3D planes at the moment. So what I could do is, I could have it literally do, where's the icosphere? If I did like, oh crap, if I did a UV sphere here, and then we just shrink that downloads, what I can do is attach those two to it and rotate it if I need to. And that should be good. And what I can do is I can put, where is it? There we go, save particles, right? I think it rotates sideways, if I remember rightly. I like that though. Yeah, the pulsing is really cool. I wanted the pulsing to be a major point of it. So if I take this, because it has to be directly in the center, otherwise it's not going to look good. So we do that. And we take these two, and we attach them to that point. So we go save start, relations, parent, sphere, parent, oh god. Parent to object, parent to object, where's object? There we go, right. Does that still work now? Yes, it does. So if I rotate that now, if I do like an animation of that, I'm wondering whether I can make that infinitely rotate, to be honest. That would be really cool. There we go. So if I take that now, and I spin that on its axis, possibly through a delta, that would be insert keyframe. Let's do rotation scale and custom properties. The problem is, I don't know whether I can do this automatically. Because if I could do it automatically so I don't have to touch it again, that'd be great. Geometry data. I might have to see about whether I can do this, or I can do it manually for now. So let's go to about 1,000, right? And the idea is we want it spinning around, but not too fast. I do one complete loop, say like, the problem is it's already showing there with its axis. I do like 2 complete loops, maybe? Let's see how this looks. I don't mind that. Maybe. But again, if I can get that to do it infinitely like that, then that'd be pretty cool. You've angered the cat. I like it. Like, if I can do that, and then do the multicolored bit for that, so it goes multicolor and then the save button appears from that, that would be brilliant. Thing is, where it is at the moment. Oh, dude, I just realized I can fit that in narratively, right? Because like at the moment I've got it like this, right? And you've just seen how easy it was for me to kind of set it up. Idea. What happens if you set it up narratively so at the beginning we see it in multiple areas like this? And then slowly, as we get further on in the game, when Frisk's determination is becoming a lot more stronger, then we start see it spinning, and it starts slowly rotating at first, and then we get it to go just a little bit faster. That would be pretty cool. You know, it's like a subtle thing. It's almost like the save point would be reacting in a certain way. I actually like that idea, says Sammy. I just figured it then. I was like, because I like both of them. But I feel like the subtlety of this one is cool at the beginning, just to kind of be like, okay, you're here, we're reacting to you, with the rotating one being more like, okay, determination's building, you're getting close to the end of the game, you know. Like the PlayStation logo. Be a nice Easter egg. Yeah, because like, I figure there's going to be a lot of detail that I'm putting into this in different areas, and it's going to be cool having people spot things like that. So even though I've mentioned it now, and people will probably go back at one point and be like, yeah, this is what it means, it'd be cool to actually show it, even if it's just like before bosses it starts spinning and things. That'd be pretty interesting. Cool. Could have the spinny one pulse with the save game noise. Ooh, interesting. I just feel like both of them have their place, especially because like I like the way that this one's subtle and has the particles go around it. It's so cool just seeing it like that, especially because like these particles will collide with things and stuff. Because it looks so good in scenes. Like I can't show you at the moment, which is killing me right now. But like, imagine that in a scene. Like I can set it up so it's kind of like that. I think I might have set this up before and then just deleted it. There we go. So imagine this floor has like textures on it. In fact, I'll get textures from the ruins and just slap them on for the moment, but I won't do any like really cool stuff to it. I'll just show you kind of what I've got. So we'll do the ruins floor here. And then I'll just go shading. And then we'll do the bump for it. So we'll do displacement, height. And then we bring that down to world space. And then scale is 0.1 will do. So this is the best I can do without spoiling anything, right? Is imagine you've got like the ruins all around you and stuff. We've got like the leaves and stuff underneath, as you can see, like with the floor here. This is kind of supposed to be like dirt or sand or whatever. And then we got this just pulsing there. It's so cool to see in the actual scenes. It's like some people turn around and be like, at the moment at least, I'm like, dude, your lighting for some of these areas is pretty dark. What's going on? It's like, it might be, but the way that I'm doing it is I'm trying to light it up just enough so things like this stand out massively against everything else around it. You know, like, if I copy and paste this again for a moment, I can try and put the brickwork from the ruins on it and show you kind of what I'm working with at the moment. Now just imagine this in Waterfall as well, because of me having Waterfall set up in a very similar manner. If I do that, that's got brick on it now, right? Just need to rotate that slightly. We do 90. About there, roughly. And then we'll do UV. Bring that to about the... I'm not going to do all of this scene like this. I'm just trying to get this really basic display going. Displacement, height, world space, displacement. And then we'll do 0.1 or 0.2. 0.2 might work. Yeah, 0.2 for this display will work. The only problem is that it's clipping through there, so I need that to be moved. So here we go. This is the kind of stuff I've been looking at for like the past month, including like, just imagine there's a load of vines and everywhere else because it's the ruins. There's the kind of stuff I've been looking at for like the past month and going, okay, I am really happy with what I've created, you know. And then having the characters animated on top of this type of environment is going to be so cool. But yeah, I just tried to throw in a little basic ruins brick there. I love the way even the little particles kind of reflect off the brick a little bit there, but if I try and change that roughness on the brick to 0.8, is it the floor that's doing that? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. So yeah, stuff like that is really cool. Just having it like that. I can even do collision on that, so we can do like collision there, kill particles, collision on floor, kill particles. Then when it touches the floor or the wall, it just dies off. You have to be careful because of all these shadow artifacts that I'm seeing against the sides here and stuff, but I think I've got them sorted in the versions that I'm using at the moment. That on its own would be really good as a oh, I know what it is. It's the shadow from the planes I'm using there. But either way, that'd be good as a like a screensaver. Play like Don't Forget in the background. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been looking at and going, I like that. I really like that. And then I put it in some of the ruins sections and been like, oh, this is so good. It's so pretty. You know. I think just need to get a couple more of these buildings done. I think I've done those two. I was just checking on my DMs then just to make sure. That moment I'm getting so many DMs. Right, let's finish off these other buildings and then I can populate the entire area. This is already looking actually like its own town. When you look at it like that. Dude, I just... Oh, there it is with temporary lighting on as well. I need to add certain bits and fix things, but that's not actually that bad. That actually looks pretty cool, especially having these two without the ramparts on. It kind of gives it a little bit of difference. That's looking nice. And then obviously when that's all got what does everybody in chat reckon? Desaturated textures or completely grey for New Home? Because I'm thinking about it and I'm sat there like, okay, do I go fully to like the game? Do I go like totally grey to show Asgore's depression? Or do I keep it somewhat familiar and have it be just incredibly desaturated? Excuse me. No. Let me see what it looks like. So, desaturated would be... Thank you very much. Desaturated would be just taking all of the colour out of it until it's almost like purple. So for... Oh, God, hang on a sec. Going a bit soon, not a bit, alright. Okay. Come back. maybe turn your heating on, Dave. Dude, my heating was off before, and I just touched the radiator then, and I was like, wait a minute, is the heating on? Then I went and asked Jen, and Jen's like, yeah, the heating's been on for a while. I was like, oh, that's why it's been on. I like muted or depressing colors. So, okay. So I'll do an example of desaturated texture just to show you. Actually, I can do it with actual images. So I'll get a reference image instead of a texture, and I'll throw that in here. That'll be a good example. So if I go Blender, we go here, scene collection, right? And I take, I can't use those. I've got images here, and it's like I can't use certain ones because they're literally spoilers for the giant update I was on about before. Okay, so here we go. So we've got Toriel and Frisk walking in the ruins here. This is a bit of artwork that I used for reference for when I was doing the ruins. And that's how it looks like when it's got saturation, right? When it's got color to it. And if I desaturate it, almost down to what New Home would look like, what we're essentially doing is taking all of the color, or almost all of the color out. Let's try that. Save as 2. And then if we're looking at the desaturated copy that's next to it, as you can see, it still retains bits of its original color, but it's heavily washed out. Dave is a go in my mind right now, so this is Sammy. Should Poe Bundine be... Wait, what? Yeah, the thing is, it's like, with the sprite work, when you look at New Home is clearly meant to be a representation or a mirror image of the ruins when you've pieced everything together, you know, in terms of the storylines and all the subtleties. It's like, what you have is the beginning is meant to be happy, but it's missing out on a crucial part of that happiness, which means that, you know, stuff like trees and just simple foliage can't grow. If you get it, you get it, Dave. So sorry, yeah. It's stuff like, at the beginning, everything seems happy or whatever, but when you see the mirror image in the end, in New Home, everything is clearly meant to be depressing. It's supposed to reflect Asgore, as in, he's just like, he's totally had it. He's not the same person he was. He's obviously just deep in depression from losing 2 kids and his wife, and then not being able to fulfill his duty to everybody. And it's like, I feel like the sprite work, even though it's just grey, does represent that really well. But for a video format, it's like, the only way I can think about getting that across just as well is by literally desaturating everything. So essentially, you've got that familiarity there of, yeah, this looks like the ruins, but it's just one shade away from being grey, as almost as like, there's only that one little shred of him left that's keeping him from going over the edge too much with his depression. You know, desaturated blown out looks way better for what you're going for. Yeah, I figure like just having that bit of color in there gives it that familiarity while also saying there's something terribly wrong here, you know. So having everything being like very, very, very close to purple, like as much purple as I I can get away with, but just or as close to purple as I can get away with, while also having that desaturated grey tone to it. I feel like if I can get as close to that as possible and it still looks good, then it keeps continuity with the rest of the underground and also reflects what the sprite work is showing. So that's my justification for it. Maybe like a static filter as well, like an old film. Oh god, that'd actually be pretty cool as like a subtle thing. I have to see about that, because that'd be actually kind of cool as an effect for it. The thing is, you've got to take into consideration the bitrate on YouTube and stuff. Like, it's probably just gonna ruin any effect like that, I'm just trying to do these last couple of buildings. So we've got this very tall building. It's not too tall. It's double the size of the one that I just made. And then the final one, and then I think we're done. Tall Black Knight building. It's more. The thing with all of this is there's a lot of thought that I put into like certain choices like that, like desaturation and certain effects and stuff, because there's so much that can go wrong. And as I said before, I don't want anything to go wrong with this, so could test it out on YouTube and see if it works. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually. Take it for like a test run. Why do I have Marvel vs. Capcom music in my head now for that? I'm gonna take you for a ride. Oh, That reminds me, I was watching Snapcube's Sonic Unleashed stuff recently. So good. Right, so this building that I'm copying now is just a little bit bigger than the one that I've just done. So we're talking about the roughly width-wise. Revenge says I have to go. Aw. Thanks for sticking around anyway, Revenge. Hope you enjoyed. Next time you see this, it'll probably be all either done or close to. Thanks, Damon. That reminds me, I still need to listen to the scrapped music from Shadow's game. I wonder if I can actually find that real quick. Shadow the Hedgehog scrapped content. The bizarre development of Shadow the Hedgehog in 2005. Yeah, there it is, broken. 15 years ago this was done? A song that wasn't put in Shadow the Hedgehog was done by Sins of a Divine Mother. Ooh. Hopefully that doesn't, I was going to say hopefully it doesn't just auto start. Right, so this scale of this is bigger than that. It's like that. No worries about the pings, as Damon. It's all good. We got this, right? I'm not even putting the trim on this at the moment. I just realized the trim detail is going to make everything look so good. Because it always does. I don't even know why I'm still in Shema here on VR World. VR World, VR Chat. Dude, what the heck? I'm like totally freaking out now. Who's on? Oh, Horses is on as well. Voidley's in. I may go in. 27 people in Undernet? Jeez. Three of these windows going up. Same on the other side. I say better join in the Undernet. Can I just like... I'll just join and then go stand in the corner or something. Here's where you hear the Undernet on chat now. Where is it?
I don't want to sound like a pussy.
I love the way I come in and get something like that.
Oh. Wait a minute. Last time Spamton almost...
Well, hello there.
Okay.
You're drunk.
I think
Pussy.
this incident.
Well, let's go sit over here. So I'm out the way. I'll go hide in the corner so I can talk to a couple of people later on. Space Cat, yep. I'm gonna head to bed, says Damon. Thank you very much, Damon. Hope you enjoyed. So close to getting this done. Who else is in here? Let's quickly have a look. Instant. Anxiety, Jesters, Ralsei, Tony. I wonder if we can just get like everybody in here and we'll just have a good old time like normal. Space go brrr. So up top, I need 2 giant doorways sat right next to each other. Oh, I need a lot more than that. Hang on. I might get on after I organize some paperwork from last month. Says Lucky. Oh, nice. I just realized I mentioned to somebody before that I was going to DM them. We'll have to potentially do that as well, so I might just leave myself as AFK in World for a moment. Because I don't want to leave them hanging, because I've mentioned that a little while ago on stream. We got this thing going on, and we go link mirror on X. These buildings are just so easy to make at the moment. Just having the wide variety of stuff like this is absolutely nuts. I'm gonna go to bed, Dave. See you later. Even though it's only 5 p.m. to Sammy. All right, Sammy. Thank you very much. Oh no, wait. You staying here? I'm gonna stay for a little bit longer. That's fine. That's fine. I was just wondering what was going on. Then I was like, what? Okay, so these need to be pretty big. About there should do, roughly. Oh, I need to stay up and take care of 5 chickens. Wait, what? Okay, so if I put that there like that, then we're doing... I'm always worried about coyotes getting them just like wild dogs. Ah, okay. Frisk and the other says, Sans, how amateur you must greet yourself nicely to people or you're a slob. Wait, what? Speaking of Sans, did I open the Sans file again? I think I did. Hang on. There's Lofi sound test. Oh, how immature. I get you. I still love the sound test by Lofi. Where is it? Just as an example of decent stuff I actually want to do in here slightly better and just have the text just look a little bit better, but it's okay. It's okay, it's fine. It's not too much work. Just,
You're about to face the greatest challenge of your entire journey. Your actions here will determine the fate of the entire world. If you refuse to fight, Asgore will take your soul and destroy humanity. But if you kill Asgore and go home, monsters will remain trapped underground. What will you do? Well, if I were you, I would have thrown in the towel by now. But you didn't get this far by giving up, did you?
so good. That is still one of the best previews I think we've got. And stuffy ponds. So we can bring this down here just a little bit. And then we bring loop cut everything here. There we go. And then we can just place these in the locations that I need. Wait, what? What the heck are you on about Skinwalker, Sammy? I heard screaming. Wait, what? Outside? Seriously, from like outside? Okay, that's messed up. I would not go out if I were you. Yeah, don't go outside. I know you want to check on stuff, but I would not go outside. Just wait till morning. It's not worth it. Really not worth it. Okay. Let's go delete some of these faces now. And bring these ones up. And then delete that. And then when we do this, we should have this nice thing. Dave, help, I'm scared. Just stay indoors and you should be fine. Offset, wait, what? Oh no. Offset 0? Door locked, I'm a check now. Yeah, I think better. Complex? No. Simple. And then let's have a look and see what this looks like. Oh, it looks slightly different to what I've done. I'll just leave it at that and then put the ramparts on top. So how many buildings have we got now? Because I might actually leave it at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Right, I am going to get going because I have to be up early, so I shall see you all next time. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully next time I'm on, you'll see this in a more completed state. So until then, bye!